So let's look at these parts briefly. This part, it actually has 2 pegs here, peg here, a hole here, and a hole here. I'm sorry, it just has 2 pegs. It doesn't have 2 pegs and then a peg here. Anyway, it's pretty much only going to be a head. There's nothing else it can be except a head and a connector. This piece, the Tricera shield, is actually... I actually think it's kind of a cool piece. It just needs to find the right place. For example, you can attach it to the back of the Mugenroid and flip these around as like shoulder cannons, which is, hey, not bad. You can attach it to the arm and it can be like a shield with cannons or something. Not really sure. It has these 4 pegs in this order that that attach here when the Mugenroid's folded up. If you've got them balled up completely. They also fit this arm area. It fits, like everywhere you can think of. It's actually a pretty cool piece. I really like this piece. It's mostly a decorative piece, but it's just really cool looking. It would be nice. It would be a nice chest plate or something. And it actually has a flip-out peg here, which is used for a combination with Galaxy Rex, who I don't have. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. It has some pegs here and here. It's not really good for anything except decoration and connection, but, if this head were just the other way, I could almost, well, you could do something like this. You could flip out this peg, attach it here, and if you had another head, oh, I do have another head, and there you've got a pretty good torso. So I like that piece, and if you want to add a little more flair to it, you just slap on your dinosaur head. One of 2 dinosaur heads. This piece is not really very good for much of anything. You can clip it on here. It only has 1 hole there, which kind of sucks. It's when you fold out the head, you can kind of see it a little more, so it's almost a little hidden, but not enough. It's not really a... you can do that if you want. It's not really a wonderful piece. And the leg pieces, these are actually kind of interesting because they have a peg here which comes out and then folds over. So the peg can be either on the back or on the side. And it has these slots here which a peg fits loosely here and then slides over to lock in place, I think. Or something like that. I'm not really sure. The good thing about this piece is that this hole here is just the width of like the legs and the arms. So when you put it on, it all fits together wonderfully. And you could use these as like... you could use them like super robot legs or something. These pieces don't really have a lot of use just because of the way they're cut to fit the Tricera head. They also have a flip-out peg here. And this one is the one peg that I don't know where it's used. It doesn't seem like it's used in the combinations with Galaxy Rex. These are basically just pieces that, just put somewhere to get them out of the way, just for the sake of having everything there. Now he does combine with Galaxy Rex. He uses this head to form a big Brachiosaur, which has some things I don't like about it, but hey, it's cool, it's a dinosaur. And then he uses this head to form, of course, a super robot. And I'll show you an imitation of that with Dig Kong. This is something similar like what happens with the Galaxy Rex, but I don't have them. But you could do this with anybody that you have parts for. This little piece has a fold-out peg here, so that you can fold up the arms and the heads. Presumably you want to fold up the heads on any 2 Mugenroids. Now they are symmetrically docked. And it puts these pegs just far enough away that you could say, add this to the back, and flip it around as cannons. Add this to the front as a chest plate. Slap on these guys as legs. I had a way to make like hands or something for him, but I almost can't figure out how I did that. So he may end up handless by the time I'm done. Can slap on like shoulder things. Let me move the camera back. This is very difficult to keep this in frame. And then, well, you know what? I'll let you figure out how to get all the rest of those parts on there. Because I did have some way. Geez, what did I do? I had this part. Like he had arms. Oh wait. I know what I did. I know what I did. This is part of the fun of Mugenbine, I think, is just putting this stuff together. I've spent so much time just trying to see what you could do, and most of the time it doesn't work out very well. But it's just you know, it's just the what if about it. It's a lot of fun, even if you don't get anywhere from it. Oh, come on. And then, you know, just slap this head on there. So, you know, well, whatever. You can do things like this. This is a completely unofficial mode that looks almost as good as the official Galaxy Rex Heat Tricera mode. So, I actually like this guy. Get him. He's got some bad things, but he's a lot of fun because he's got tons of parts, and you can do stuff like this with him. So, get him.